stop scrolling right now. If you or a loved one are on Social Security, the next minute could genuinely transform your retirement income. Congress has officially enacted a major new law that directly affects millions of people receiving Social Security benefits nationwide. What's shocking most retirees is that the vast majority have no clue they must take specific steps immediately. This isn't ordinary news. This is time-sensitive information tied directly to your benefits. We're talking about possible higher monthly payments, updated qualification guidelines, and added safeguards that could put hundreds or even thousands of additional dollars back in your pocket every year. The critical part? If you let the current opportunity pass, that money could stay out of reach forever. The government isn't mailing out personal alerts about this. That's exactly why we created this full, straightforward guide. Everything explained clearly, no complicated bureaucracy, just the plain facts you need to move quickly and secure what you've worked a lifetime to earn. Whether you're already getting checks, nearing retirement age, or assisting an older relative with their benefits, this information is designed specifically for you. Thousands of retirees are already taking the right steps. The only question is, will you join them? Before we continue, if you think every retiree deserves to know their full rights, hit that like button now and let's jump in. What sets this moment apart from all the previous times lawmakers talked about fixing Social Security is simple. This time, actual legislation was passed, signed, and is now law, with real effects on real Americans, and the time frame to benefit is already underway. Let's break down exactly what Congress approved and why it matters to you personally, because the changes are bigger than most people realize. After months of debate, the new law is now official, and it includes key updates that directly influence how much Social Security beneficiaries receive, when those payments arrive, and the conditions under which people qualify for extra assistance. This isn't a small technical adjustment buried in fine print. This is a substantial improvement in how the program operates. If you're a retiree, close to retirement, the spouse of someone collecting benefits, or a disabled individual depending on Social Security, you need to know what has changed. Here's something most people overlook about Social Security updates. Whenever Congress passes new rules, the Social Security Administration has to revise its systems, guidelines, and processes. That transition period takes time. During that window, individuals who stay informed and act promptly get the strongest results. Those who wait, assuming everything will automatically update itself, often end up missing out. They claim at the wrong moment, fail to update records, or never access new benefits they're now eligible for. Once the window closes, it's gone. We don't want that to happen to you. So let's go through everything together, one clear step at a time. One of the biggest elements of this legislation centers on two long-criticized rules known as the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset, policies that have frustrated millions of Americans for years, especially public employees such as teachers, firefighters, law enforcement officers, and government workers. For decades, these rules drastically cut Social Security payments for anyone who also received a pension from a job that didn't pay Social Security taxes. Teachers in states like California, Texas, Ohio, and many others were hit particularly hard, along with countless state, county, and federal workers nationwide. These dedicated professionals spent entire careers in essential roles, only to discover their earned Social Security benefits were reduced, sometimes by hundreds of dollars each month, simply because they also qualified for a separate pension. That reduction always felt unjust to those affected. Now Congress has taken decisive action. The elimination of both provisions, a cornerstone of the new law, means millions who previously received lower benefits may now qualify for significantly larger monthly checks. We're not talking about pocket change. Many individuals could see their payments rise by $300, $400, $500, or even more per month. Over a full year, that adds up to thousands of dollars that were previously withheld, money these retirees rightfully earned and now stand to receive. But here's the important action step. These higher payments are not always applied automatically. For some recipients, the SSA will update accounts on its own as the new rules roll out. For many others, especially those whose benefits were heavily reduced or previously denied, specific steps are required. You may need to reach out to the Social Security Administration yourself, update your records, or submit a revised application in certain cases. That's why we keep emphasizing, don't delay. Don't assume the correct amount will simply appear in your bank account without effort. Stay proactive, understand your rights, and act while the opportunity is open. Now let's look at another major component of the legislation, because eliminating those two provisions is only part of the broader package. The new law also improves how annual cost of living adjustments, commonly called COLA, are calculated, making them better reflect the actual expenses retirees face. For years, experts and advocates have pointed out that the current COLA formula doesn't accurately capture what older Americans spend money on. The existing measure, known as CPIW, tracks spending patterns of working-age adults, not seniors. Retirees allocate far more of their budget to healthcare, medications, medical equipment, home care services, and assisted living costs, and those expenses have been rising faster than general inflation. For a long time, senior advocacy groups have pushed to switch to a different index called CPIE, which is specifically designed to track costs for Americans age 62 and older. The new law moves meaningfully in that direction. In practical terms, this means future COLA increases could be higher and more aligned with the real inflation seniors experience. For anyone living on a fixed income, which includes most Social Security recipients, even a small percentage improvement in the annual adjustment can make a noticeable difference in everyday life. It can mean affording prescriptions without cutting corners or keeping utilities on during harsh weather. These aren't theoretical benefits. These are real improvements that affect daily well-being. And since healthcare is always front and center for retirees, the legislation also includes protections against sharp Medicare Part B premium hikes, erasing COLA gains. Many people don't realize that when Medicare Part B premiums rise significantly in a given year, those increases are deducted directly from Social Security checks, sometimes wiping out the entire cost of living boost. Retirees see a COLA increase on paper, but their net check stays the same or even shrinks. It's incredibly frustrating and has left countless seniors feeling stuck. The new law establishes stronger safeguards to limit how much Medicare premium increases can reduce the take-home amount recipients actually receive. It's not a complete fix, but it's an important step toward ensuring COLA raises truly help the people they're meant to support. Stepping back for the bigger picture helps explain why acting now, rather than later, is so essential. Social Security remains the primary income source for the majority of older Americans. According to official SSA data, roughly half of households headed by someone 65 or older rely on Social Security for at least 50% of their income, and for many, it's virtually their only income. That means any program change, positive or negative, has an enormous impact on millions living on tight budgets. For years, experts have warned about Social Security's long-term funding challenges as baby boomers retire and the worker-to-beneficiary ratio declines. The trust funds that help pay benefits have been projected to face shortages in the 2030s without action. The new law doesn't solve every long-term issue, but it shows Congress is willing to strengthen the program and prioritize current and soon-to-be retirees rather than cut benefits. That's a meaningful signal, and the improvements being implemented right now are designed to directly benefit people like you. So what should you do today? The very first step is finding out exactly where you stand. If you're already receiving benefits, pull up your latest benefit statement and review how your payment is calculated. The easiest way is through the official My Social Security portal at ssa.gov, where you can see your full earnings record, current benefit details, and any upcoming changes. If you don't have an account yet, set one up. It's completely free and secure, and it puts all your information at your fingertips. If you ever worked in public service with a separate pension, teacher, firefighter, police, postal worker, state or federal employee, reach out to the SSA directly or consult a qualified advocate to learn precisely how the repeal of WEP and GPO applies to your situation and what actions you need to take. Don't leave it to chance and don't assume adjustments will happen without verification. Make the call, ask the questions, and get clear answers. If you're nearing retirement and haven't claimed yet, this is the perfect time to reevaluate your strategy. The age you start collecting has a huge lifelong impact. Claiming at 62 reduces your monthly amount permanently, while waiting until full retirement age, usually 67 or even age 70, increases it significantly. The new law doesn't change those basic rules, but higher base amounts for many people make the timing decision even more important than before. Talk to an SSA representative, a certified retirement planner, or a trusted nonprofit organization before locking in your choice. If you're helping parents or relatives with their benefits, Now is an ideal moment to review everything together. Many older adults have received payments for years without fully understanding reductions, missing credits, or unclaimed spousal and survivor options. The current changes create a natural window to fix past issues and ensure nothing is overlooked. Take advantage of it. One thing that unfortunately always follows big Social Security announcements is a wave of scam attempts. Fraudsters know retirees are paying attention right now, and they exploit the excitement with fake calls, texts, emails, and social media messages claiming you must verify information, pay a fee, or click a link to get your increase. To be 100% clear, the SSA never contacts you unsolicited asking for personal details, never demands payment to process benefits, and never sends unsolicited links. If you get anything suspicious, hang up, delete it, and report it to the SSA Inspector General. Warn your friends and family too. These criminals specifically target seniors hoping for good news. Here's the core message we want you to remember. Social Security isn't just another government program, it's a commitment our country made to every worker. You paid in through every paycheck, and in return, you were promised support in retirement. For too many people, that promise felt broken. Benefits cut unfairly, increases eaten away by rising costs, families left struggling. This new law is Congress's strongest effort yet to honor that promise more completely. That's worth recognizing, but recognition alone doesn't put money in your account. The retirees who will see the real difference are the ones who treat this seriously, who log in, make calls, ask questions, and confirm they're receiving every dollar they're entitled to. You worked your whole life for this security. You contributed faithfully through every job and every decade. Right now, the rules have shifted in your favor. The only question is whether you'll take the steps to claim what's yours. We believe you will, because you're here watching, learning, and taking your retirement seriously. Knowledge is power, and acting on accurate information is what separates a comfortable retirement from a stressful one. Your immediate action plan. Visit ssa.gov today and create or log into your My Social Security account. Review your full statement. If you ever had a public sector pension, contact the SSA and specifically ask about the WEP and GPO repeal's effect on your payments. If you haven't claimed yet, schedule a consultation to review options under the new rules. If you're assisting families, sit down together and go through everything. Stay alert for scams. They're already starting. We'll keep updating you as the SSA rolls out these changes over the coming months. There will be new guidance and clarifications. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with anyone on Social Security or nearing retirement. They need this information. Drop a comment below. Were you affected by WEP or GPO? What questions do you still have? Your input helps us create exactly the content this community needs. One final important update. The new law also raises the earnings test limits for beneficiaries who continue working before full retirement age. Previously, earning above a certain threshold reduced benefits temporarily. The updated higher thresholds give working retirees more flexibility to earn income without penalties, a big help for the growing number of seniors staying active in the workforce. If this applies to you or someone you know, confirm the new limits with the SSA before making employment decisions. Social Security has provided dignity and stability to generations of Americans for almost 9 decades. With this legislation, it just became fairer, stronger, and more responsive to real senior expenses. That's positive progress, but only for those who know about it and act on it. Be one of those people. Start today. Your future self will thank you. I'm Olivia, and this is American Dream Route. Thank you for watching until the end.